You're listening to So Much More, a women's health and well-being program. And in the studio, I have Shez and Kell from SheKan. What would you say to people that are so afraid of failure that they won't even try?
Well, I think we've got a few stories about that ourselves. If this is certainly, people see the glory, they don't necessarily see the story. We have had some terrible events, horrible. And if we were afraid of failure, we would have never, ever continued to do the second one after our first event. Actually, ever. But for people that are scared, we would be like, embrace it. And we'd be saying, let's try and harness that and make that excitement and, support them enough to move them forward. Sometimes it's literally having someone to hold your hand, support you through it, coach you on it. If it's a big, audacious goal, what can we make that's just a small action step towards it? No one has to cannonball straight in. That's the way Cal and I kind of feel like we run our lives. But if people want a toe dip and that makes you feel good, go for that as well.
I feel that women in regional communities can feel very isolated and they can feel very much alone. And if they're not already surrounded by a really supportive partner or supportive family or friends group, then wanting to make changes and take action towards goals can be really scary because they feel like they're on their own.
Yeah.
So accountability, and we say finding your tribe, but finding that one person or that small network of people that have your back, that can breathe belief into you for what Shez said, just to take one little step towards that goal. And it's just then breaking it down, little goalposts, celebrating the small wins, just taking those little steps until we get to the big goal. But fear is one of those things that if you can acknowledge it, you can, I guess, strategize against it.
Yes. How do you define success? I know we've sort of slightly touched on this before, but it's different for different people.
I think for us, just the feeling of after an event, receiving messages daily from people, knowing that I have a happier family and being really, really proud of the people that I surround myself with. And also financially too, being able to provide for my family, knowing that what I'm doing and what I love, I'm being able to make a contribution.
And I think for success is something that you need to find from within, because often we are all looking for that external gratification of have I made it, and I guess it's more a feeling, and it's just looking around at what success do you have in your life in all areas. Sometimes I feel real success when I smash out a good gym session and I'm like, yes. And then obviously when we feel fabulous after events, but
sometimes I feel successful after I get the washing put away.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't, I guess success can be this in people's mind that it's this grand, I've arrived. For some people it's I've got $1 million in the bank. Whatever it might be for you, I think it needs to come from within, and whatever it is for you, that's great. As long as it lights you up, then...
And that you're celebrating the micro wins,
yes,
just
absolutely.
continually celebrating the micro wins.
If you could go back in time for 30 seconds to talk to your teenage self, what would you say?
Wowee. Okay. Oh, only 30 seconds.
That makes me a little bit emotional, actually, even just thinking about it.
It can be any point in your teenage life.
This is such a great question.
Okay. My mind immediately went to what are the things that I would change in my life. That's where I went. I was like, don't open that business. And then I was like, make sure you tell your mum everything you want to tell her before she passes. And there was all these things. But then I was like, you know what? Everything that I've been through in my life has given me the person that I am today, and I don't think I'd change that. So maybe it would be your authentic self, be true to yourself, be brave, don't take yourself too seriously, and laugh a lot.
Yeah.
And mine would be so much of what happened for our teenage years formed the people that we are today. So mine would be get out of bed, smile, don't take anything personally, and always do your best. And there is something bigger waiting for you. So keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Now, where can listeners go to get more information about SheKan?
Great. So the best place to start is our SheKan Facebook page. We put everything on that page. So it's SheKan, and we put our events there. There's the link to become connected in our online program. There's also just getting to know your own community. So there's just a little bit about us and the people that we work with. And of course, we always put up where we're going to next for our live events.
We're also on Instagram, so people can follow us on Instagram. If they're looking for our handle, we are SheKan Regional on both Facebook and Instagram, if they're typing that into the URL. And our website is so close to being launched, so we'll also have that as a platform. But yeah, predominantly Facebook is where you can find us and hang out.
And please connect, because we'd love to connect with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Shez and Kell, for coming in and having a chat with us about your life and about SheKan.
Oh, thank you for starting a movement. This is really exciting. Congratulations to you. This is awesome.
Thank you. We have absolutely loved it, and appreciate your time as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That was Shez and Kell from SheKan. And if you are interested in checking them out, look on Facebook, SheKan Regional. If you enjoyed our show, if you've experienced one of the SheKan sessions, please let me know. You can contact me on Facebook on So Much More Radio. You can email me on somuchmoreradio@gmail.com, and you can even send me a text message 0404 600 856. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the program for this week. I hope you have a fantastic new year, and I will talk to you next year. Produced with the assistance of the Community Broadcasting Foundation Australia.